4,000 hours of watch time needed for monetization. Hey, let's explain that, and let's explain how you can get the views necessary to accomplish and guarantee that you can make 4,000 hours of watch time every year. I'm Rob, I'm a YouTube product expert, and let's just jump right into it. 4,000 hours. Sounds like a huge number when you say it like that. And if you multiply it by 60, 240,000 minutes. And then what does it even mean when the way YouTube talks about 4,000 hours necessary for monetization? And even if you're not interested in monetization, hey, you want people watching your videos, so let's talk about what all this means and then how you can get it done guaranteed. And we're going to do it in less than 10 minutes. So fasten up your seatbelts. All right, 4,000 hours. Let's think of it as, and well, the way YouTube does it, it's like a rolling value. Suppose you get 300 hours every month. After one, and you started up your channel. You got a brand new channel, you start uploading videos, and let's just say you're getting 300 to keep the math simple. So after a year, you're going to have 3,600 hours, 3,600 hours, because 300 hours a month times 12 months is 3,600 hours. And then you're going to be thinking to yourself, hey, that's pretty close to 4,000 hours. I'm almost there. But the problem is when you add on the next month, you have to subtract a month from a year ago, because YouTube is only looking at 12 months. You know, 1, 2. So let's say you're watching this video in June. So it's, hey Bonnie, my photo bomber there. So let's say you're watching this in June. So YouTube is looking at June from last year, and July and August and September, all the way to April and May of this year, last month. And your 300 hours for each month brings you to 3,600 hours. When we get to July 1st, and they add up your 300 hours for this June, you have to throw away last June, because you can't have 2 Junes, and then it starts with July. And when we get to the end of July and add in the July's values, we throw out, discount July from a year ago. So you're always looking at 1 year's time. And that's kind of a really confusing point. Does that really make sense? Making sense? So it's like a train moving, and you got your cars, and you have to have your hours each month. So let's look at it to even be to better, so it is something we can comprehend in our minds more. Let's look at it daily. So 4,000 hours a year, there's 365 days in a year. If we divide that out, we get 10.958 something, because I'm just winging it out here outside in the backyard. So that's close enough. Let's call that 11 hours a day. So you need to get 11 hours of watch time every day, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, every day, 11 hours. And in 365 days, you'll be just over the 4,000 hour limit. And you'll stay over 4,000 hours, because every day you add in 11 and you throw out day, you know, you've got 365 days. So when it's 366, you got to throw out day 1. So you're looking at 365. And then when you add the next day, you throw out the last day. So if you can get 11 hours every single day, that will make you your 4,000 hours, and it will keep you above 4,000 hours. And the other thing is, the 4,000 hours is just a line in the sand. Right now, while you're starting, it might seem impossible to get to 4,000 hours, but there's going to come a point when you're going to look back, and the 4,000 hours isn't going to be an issue for you anymore. This channel right here that we're on right now, that you're watching, I started it about a month ago. I've got 5 or 6 videos, and the very first video is just like a trailer, just introducing the channel. So I've got 4 or 5 real videos. This is, I guess, number 6. And I've got about 53 hours, 57 hours, I guess, of watch time. So, and I started from scratch, just like you're doing. So you just want to keep building it up. Your goal is going to be that 11 hours a day. So what does that mean? That's 660 minutes a day. So as people are watching your videos, they need to watch 660 minutes a day. Now, watch time is a combination of the views that you get and how long they watch each video. So now be careful. I don't want you to jump to a conclusion here with this next thing I'm going to say. So be cautious and don't hear it the wrong way. If your videos are short, if you upload 1-minute videos, clearly people can only watch the video for a minute. So if people watched your entire video from beginning to end, you would need 660 views every day because they're watching 1 minute of video. And people don't watch a whole video all the time from beginning to end. So if you make 2-minute videos, now you need 330 views. 1-minute videos, 660 views. If you've got 2-minute videos, you're down to 330 views. And you know, as the videos get longer, if you had 10-minute videos, that math is easier to do in my head. If you had 10-minute videos, you only need 66 views if they watch the entire thing. Now this is the part I'm talking about being careful with, is that doesn't mean just go out and make hour-long videos, because you've got to have content that people want to watch. So my suggestion would be, if you're beginning and this is all new to you, you probably want to shoot for maybe 4 or 5 minutes to 7-8 minute long videos to start out with. And then as you upload more and more videos, you get 20, 30, 40 videos on your channel, you can figure out what your audience likes and what you like to make, and you know, so you're making the right length things. But the point there is 11 hours a day, 660 minutes, and you know, you're talking about somewhere between needing, if you make a typical average video, you're talking about 200, 300 views a day. I mean, that's a manageable number there. So let's look at some examples. So here's a graph showing what I call a tentpole video. So you can see I uploaded the video May 2014. And then there's a small spike June 2014, and then it drops down, and then June 2015 it spikes up again for about a month or so and then drops down. Same thing for 2016. Then we didn't get as many views in 2017. I tuned up the title and thumbnail a bit. Got a really good spike in June 2018, and you can see it's heading uphill for this June 2019. So in 5 years, we've gotten the 250,000 minutes over the entire 5 years. That's more than 4,100 hours, approximately 833 hours of watch time each year. So that's a pretty interesting example. And if you have 2, 3, 4, 5 videos around different peaks, you're already almost at your 4,000 hours. But now here's a more typical video that you might make that starts out slow and gets an average number of views every day. So this video was uploaded September 2017, and you can see it didn't do much of anything for about 6 months. Then all of a sudden it spiked up, and then it started to kind of level off. And over the 15 months, 72,000 minutes of watch time over the 15 months. That's 160 minutes per day, which is 2.67 hours per day of the necessary, your goal of 11 hours every day. One video is making 2.67 hours. All right, so how do you get these kind of views? How do you get these videos? The thing, most people, you know, we all know that saying, content is king. And while that's true on YouTube, because the platform is getting so huge, the tippy tip of the iceberg thing is you could make the greatest videos on the planet, but if nobody watches them, it really doesn't matter how good they are. And while you're just starting out, when this is new to you, my opinion is just upload, upload, upload. Whether that's 1 video a week or 2 videos a week, when you're first starting out, you don't know what you're doing. You got to get used to your camera. You got to get used to your presence, speaking to the camera. It's kind of weird standing here looking at a camera lens and imagining that you are standing on the other side. So, you know, that takes some work to get used to. And learning your editors and your audio and all of that type of thing. And the only way you get good at that is to just do it. So you just have to start uploading videos, and the more, the better. Then as you get into it, like what I mentioned a moment back, is you can make your videos better and better, each one a little better, as you learn what you like to do and what your audience likes to do. And it's going to vary niche to niche. If you're making cooking videos or vlog videos or how-to videos or unboxing videos, you know, whatever it happens to be, gaming videos, each situation is going to be different. And then the other important thing is you have to personalize it. This channel here is about me helping you with YouTube, and right now we're talking about how to get to 4,000 hours. There's other great people already on YouTube that have been doing this a long time. Daryl Eves, Tim Schmoyer, Roberto Blake, and more. So the thing is I have to differentiate myself from them. And for example, I'm out here in my backyard. Those guys don't stand in their backyard. They don't have Bonnie running by every 5 seconds trying to get in front of the camera. They don't have chickens crowing and making sounds. So I know it's being silly, but you know, that's what makes me unique. And on a serious note, I'm the YouTube product expert. I'm the guy that works with staff on projects and things. So anyway, so that's why, you know, you're listening to me right now. You have to figure out what that is for you and what differentiates you and makes you unique to get people to watch you with roosters. And I lost my train of thought there. So the thing is the content is king, but more than good content, you just have to get the content out there. And then what you really need to focus on, the two things that you need to focus on are your titles and your thumbnails. You want to make keyword-rich titles for things that people are actively looking for right now, and you want to make killer, attractive thumbnails, so when people are looking at that sea of thumbnails, they go, "Ooh, boy, that's a nice one. I want to click on that." So killer thumbnail images and awesome keyword-rich titles with words that people are actively searching for. And that was the example, like if my tentpole example that I uploaded, you know, years ago, is every spring people actively search for that, and so the views spike way up. I you know, get 800 hours on that one video every year, and then about the middle of June or so it drops down and it just trickles along, and the next year it, you know, jumps up and does the same thing. Or you find a topic that people are searching for, you know, right now, then you just have to keep making more videos if you're a person that makes really topical type content. If you did the weather report every day, a week from now people aren't going to be watching that content. Nothing wrong with that, but that you just have to keep cranking out the content then. So how do you do that? There are a lot of tools out there, but I really don't want you to start using tools, and especially paying for tools. There's some free ones out there that, you know, work a little bit, until you know what you're doing. Tools help you, but they don't do it for you. And I see too many people starting up on YouTube. They get 3 or 4 or 5 videos up on their channel, and then they go out and they buy a tool, and then they just get more confused because they don't know what all the letters mean and the colors and the needles and, you know, what should I be looking for? I see those questions all the time. So in the beginning, just do it yourself. Think about what people are searching for. When somebody sits at their computer and or on their phone and type something into the search bar, what are they going to type? Think like them. When I made this video right now that you're watching, is I thought about it's 4,000 hours watch time explained on YouTube. How to get the views to get 4,000 hours of watch time. Those are the kind of keywords that I focused in on because that's how people search and find it. I didn't use any of the expensive money-costing software programs to do that. They're great, they help, but they don't do it for you. You do the work, and I'm happy to help you. So if you have a question, please ask me. YouTube product expert. I know what I'm talking about, and I want to help you figure it out. 4,000 hours, 11 hours a day, 200 to 300 views. You can do it. Hopefully I've done that in under 10 minutes like I promised at the beginning of this video. If you've enjoyed this and you want to get some more information and stay up to date with the latest stuff, subscribe. Watch another video like my algorithm video or whatever one is popping up here that'll explain more to you.